Today on Woot, this is war. Or is it? Tammy suits up for paintball. Molly has a part in the school play on Misfit High. And veggie pizza wraps.
Hi, and welcome to Woot. I'm Rochelle.
And I'm Andrew.
And today we've got an awesome show lined up for you guys. Later, we're going to the doghouse, and we're going to do some strength training with Katie and Chris.
And Tammy brings us a story on paintball. But first, to kick off the show, Mr. J is going to show us about weird comics.
Hey, it's Mr. J. Hip, hip, hello. Now, you may remember on Season 1 of Woot, we did a little session on comic books, and that was really positively received. So, with your permission, we're going to do a little bit more on the weird side of comics. To make a long story long, here we go. The Incredible Hulk originally was gray, not green. Yes, indeed. Actually, well, that's not quite true. There was a prototype for the Hulk even before he debuted, where he was this big furry creature. It was a different character entirely, but he was called the Hulk. Real strange. Oh, Archie. Good old Archie, right? Well, one time he met the Punisher. Yes, indeed, in an infamous 1990s crossover, Archie meets the Punisher. Interesting chaperone for his prom there. And recent deaths in comic books. We recently lost Captain America. So sad. And, of course, Superman died all the way back in '92, but he came back from being dead. That's a little bit weird. Superman has been around, of course, as you may remember from Season 1 of Woot, since 1938 in Action Number 1, but probably his best adventure was when Superman came across Santa Claus. What a team-up. Awesome. And hey, did you know the 70s and the disco era actually spawned some interesting characters? There's the Afro-styling Hypno-Hustler, a villain who used to hypnotize disco audiences, and the Dazzler and her roller skates. Oh, also, Peter Porker, the spectacular Spider-Ham, a Spider-Man parody with a pig. We've got Goose Rider for Ghost Rider, Captain America Cat, and the Incredible Hulk. Mad Magazine, some of you remember, originally started as a comic book. Yes, indeed. And in order to get over the different rules that were coming in at the time against comic books, he changed into a magazine. So that's how Mad became a magazine. Alfred E. Newman, originally Alfred L. Newman in Mad 24, making his debut. The E came later, as well as the big gap in the tooth. Now, some of the cheesiest comics ever. Hoo boy, Night Nurse, my goodness. Classic funny stuff, as well as the many, many romance comics that, oh, they just hit you right here. Finally, in our quest to find the most weird comics, we look at the No Prize book. This is full of Marvel's mistakes over the years. Here's the most infamous. In an issue of Tales of Suspense. Oh boy. If you can read this, Captain America is in a final battle with a great villain, and he comes up and he says, "All right, only one of us is going to walk out of here under his own power. And it won't be me." Of course, he meant to say, well, it will be me. The misprint, well, became legend. Now, could you imagine a movie or a final battle where the superhero ended like that? Only one of us is going to walk away. Let me show you.
Hello, citizens. Now, mister, only one of us is going to walk away from this battle, and it won't be me.
Wow, Mr. J has a huge comic collection.
That he does. Now we're off to the doghouse with Katie and Chris. We're doing some strength training.